From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs. Field opened up. He took advantage. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far. And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't offer mine. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful. And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. That's complete right around the 8. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt. Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He'll look to throw, and a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the offseason they make.
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Over.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So no scoring in our 1st half. What will the 2nd half bring as we are now back underway? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. A screen to Bell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw here.
Let's give a little credit.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Andrew Billings able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep, and it's a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now running right through it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Uzama. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready, blue 45.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
They'll run here with Bernard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on 1st down. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out. After the weekend, we may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is all the way up past the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.